Hey guys, we're the Jersey Comic Crew, and on this episode right now, we're doing our top 5 list of the best video games of 2020, in our opinion. So come on inside,
Yes.
and we'll talk about it.
Hey guys, Rob and Chris here from the Jersey Comic Crew. We're doing our top 5 video games of 2020. Games that we played the most, that we love, that came out this year. There's so many games. I'm going to go ahead and start with my top 5. My 5th one is Miles Morales Spider-Man. Technically, I didn't play it, but it's on my list. I loved every second of that game.
It's so good, it's on the list anyway.
I want to wait for PlayStation 5 to actually play it. Like, I want to see it on the new engine, and that's, with the PlayStation 5 being sold out everywhere, that's what happens. My number 4, guys, is the Pokemon DLC. It's the Island of Armor expansion and the Crown Tundra. Great story for the Island of Armor. The Crown Tundra did a great story as well. Not as good as Island of Armor, but the fact that I could get all the old legendaries and unique variants of old Pokemon like Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres was a lot of fun. And then they introduced a whole new Max Raid Den. You can run in, get new Pokemon. It's easier to hunt for shinies. Obviously, new Pokemon coming in. It felt like playing a new game without buying a new game. And I like the fact that Pokemon did expansion DLCs instead of releasing ultimate versions of the same game.
Same game for the same price.
With
a little more.
With a little more. I like that they did this, and I felt like I got more out of it, and I enjoyed it more. Number 3 is Fall Guys. It's a lot of fun. It's a rage-inducing game. I still do not have a win yet in that game, but one day I will.
Crownless.
Yes, I'm crownless. Number 2 is Crash 4. It's so fun to play, and you're playing that nostalgia-fueled game like, oh, this is what I played when I was a kid. And it's rage-inducing, and it invokes a lot of emotion. Just not the emotions you want.
For that game.
Yes, you're like, oh, Crash, you flip, flap, flappity bop. And you're like, what?
Like a 20s swearer.
And my number 1 game is a cheat. It's a game that came out 2 years ago. But thanks to Fall Guys, it got renewed popularity, and everybody's been playing this game. It is Among Us. I love playing Among Us, especially playing with my friends. I play and stream and do all this kind of stuff. We rage at each other, yell at each other. I always get thrown out first because I guess I'm just too good. You know, I don't know what to say. They're just like, oh, we got to get Rob out now. Now, if you guys are watching this and comment, I'm going to delete your lies in the comments. That's what I
Wait a minute. Are you, is this really your number 1, or is this just a game that you're good at that you just wanted to boast about?
Both.
I feel like this isn't even about like, let's cut through the lies here. This is not even about the list. It's just, hey, any one of my friends who watches this, this is for you in this game.
No, but honestly, it is my number 1. I have a lot of hours played on it. It's a lot of fun, and especially with very limited games that came out this year, I had to put it there. And it's especially what it's done, and it's revamping everything. I like it.
All right, guys. So now it's time for my list, which doesn't have as many lies and screwing people over for my own wins.
I have
because I have a voice on YouTube and they don't.
Yeah, I have a DLC on my list, a game I haven't even played. My list is all messed up.
It's not even a game.
And a game that came out 2 years ago, my list is jacked up.
The reasoning is it's popular again.
Yeah.
I mean, like, hold on. Let me put Super Mario Brothers 3 on my list. Which is kind of a cheat. So my number, speaking of Super Mario Brothers 3, my number 5 is Super Mario 3D All Stars.
Which technically came out this year.
Well, it came out this year. It's a remaster of Super Mario 64, which, come on, one of the best N64 games of all time.
Yeah.
Super Mario Sunshine, which, in my personal opinion, is meh. And then Super Mario Galaxy, which is one of the greatest Mario games of all time. Remastered in 1080p, new master controls. It's phenomenal. Even though there's all this conflict with like limited time release and they should have added more stuff, whatever. I enjoyed it. I picked it up. I thought it was a great game and brought me back to games that I didn't really play as much or played a little bit as a kid and got to play more.
Fair enough.
Number 4 for me, I'm a huge Zelda fan. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Game. I'm not too big into that Dynasty Warrior style of hack and slash, but the artwork and the style and the storylines that we got from this definitely had to make the list for me because I'm a huge Zelda fan.
Didn't they already do one like that with Legend of Zelda? That's like a Dynasty Warriors-esque kind of game?
Yeah, they had an original one a couple years ago. Hyrule. It was just a Hyrule Warriors where it was Dynasty Warriors game. It did really well. They made like 3 editions of it.
Mm-hmm.
They did like a Wii U version, a Switch version, and like a definitive version.
Yeah, I remember.
I never picked that one up because again, it was just like Dynasty Warriors hack and slash. It didn't really have any story elements to it. But this one did, so I was like, I got to pick this one up, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Number 3 for me is Spider-Man Miles Morales.
You didn't play it,
but I know it's there.
All right.
But it's a game where I'm like, all right, Spider-Man was phenomenal. This can't be not good on PlayStation 5, and since
it gets the honorary spot of
absolutely, 3. Yeah, and with what you did on your list, I'm putting it on there.
I put it at number 5. I didn't play it. That's why it's at 5. The other games I played.
I think this is going to be number 3. I think I thought about it a lot, and I think it's going to be number 3. From what I've heard, I don't know spoilers, but what I've seen and heard, it looks phenomenal.
Okay.
And number 2 and 1 I actually did play. Number 2 for me this year was Ghost of Tsushima. Phenomenal game. It's actually getting continuous play.
Yeah.
Sucker Punch continues to update it with legacy stuff. They're making costumes of other properties of PlayStation. They have a God of War costume, a Horizon costume. They have all this cool add-ons that kind of customize, and it's not, you don't have to pay for it. There's no microtransactions. It's basically new DLC that you can continuously do. Phenomenal story, gorgeous game, completely pushed the PS4 to the max going to next gen. Definitely going to be sequels. If you haven't played it, go play it. It's amazing. And number 1 for me is, I feel like everyone already knows this, Last of Us Part 2.
Oh.
I thought this game was phenomenal. I don't think it's as good as the first one, but I still think it's phenomenal. I loved that it made me do and feel things that I didn't want to do. It took me to a place in gaming that I never thought I'd go, as just doing things in this game where I'm literally screaming at the TV, I don't want to do this. Why am I doing this? It makes you so uncomfortable. And as Rob already kind of segued and promoted his Twitch channel, it's a game he should definitely play, because not only will you get scared in this game through a lot of it, he'll also make you feel things you never felt before for a game. It is absolutely an emotional journey.
I was literally going to say, a lot of the games I've been playing recently are like older horror games, and literally I'm screaming to myself, why am I playing this? Why am I doing this? Yeah. I understand that very, very strongly. Tears running down your face, you're getting scared, you don't want to be there anymore.
And it's not even about the horror too, it's the story elements that they make you, force you to do things that you just don't want to do. And it shows you the consequences, and that not everything's skin deep, and you may think of something this way, but it actually turns out it's not the case. And I thought it was brilliant. It's a masterpiece and deserves a top spot and game of the year.
Guys, we want to hear your thoughts on the top 5 video games from 2020. What is your list? Down in the comments below. Is it Miles Morales Spider-Man? Is it Last of Us 2? Is it technically a cop-out of Among Us? Is it the Pokemon DLC? Let us know down below.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel out a lot. If you're new, subscribe. Turn on those notifications. We do fun videos like this all the time, including our breakdowns of everything TV, movie, comic related as well. And as always, I'm Chris Heller. That is Rob Moran. We're the Jersey Comic Crew. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.